Good morning, everybody. Oh, lots of lovely people waiting to see me today. That's lovely. Good morning to Val. Happy birthday for yesterday, Val. Morning, Catherine. Lovely to see you here. I hope you're doing okay. Teresa, Linda, Eunice, Kaz, Margaret, Sue. Oh, loads of people. Oh, hi, Nina. Shirley. Yeah, great. So I've got lots to show you today and lots to tell you today. So I hope you've got a cup of tea and can relax for half an hour or so. And let me show you some new products that are come up. Let me tell you all about the new things that are coming. And you might need to make some notes here. But yeah, so first of all, I'm going to be showing you some of the October collection from Sue Wilson. As you can see, I've got it on the table here. And I'm actually going to be using one of them for my demo today and show you a couple of ways in which to use it. But I thought I'd show you some of the other products because I will be using them over the next couple of weeks to show you some of the new things. They're not Christmas, so we're away from Christmas. Christmas is almost finished, apart from our 12 days of Christmas, which is coming up soon. But today we've got these ones. So just a selection. We've got a couple of new sentiments. There's Happy Retirement and All Things Grow with Love, which obviously mixes and matches with everything there. So I'm going to be using that one today. We've got some stained glass circles. There's 4 in the selection. So they are 1 die, which cuts out with that little sort of surround as well. Lovely samples, and I will be doing some of those later. So this one's the sunflower, but there's 3 other flowers as well. So there's that selection as well. Then we've got 2, well, this is called the Shaped collection for a start. So we have got some shaped cards, which are a bit different. So that's one of the cards that I'm going to be doing today is a shaped card. But this one is the house, and this will be coming up very, very soon. A tutorial for you about this one, but not today. But this is the shaped card, and this is the cottage. We've also got flower bouquet. So these are all flat flowers. And that you can see that there's lots of selection and a lot of debossing, which gives you the pattern for the flat flower. I have to keep saying that slowly because otherwise I'm going to call it a fat flower, aren't I? And I just know it. So yeah. Again, we will be using that on another one. And we've also got, for the Noble collection, the decorative squared octagons. Now, these are non-cutting, they are decorative. So obviously they cut the circles, but you need to combine them with the octagons, the double-stitched octagons, if you have them from Sue Wilson. So again, we will be showing them as well. So a big pack of those, some lovely ideas. But today I am going to be showing you the new die, which is the shaped card butterfly, because if there's many of you that have been with me for a while, you will know that I just love butterflies. I think that they are pretty in their own right, but how many times have we used a butterfly to cover up a supposed mistake? So they are very handy, but this one is completely different, and so I thought I would bring that one in to show you. So there's 3 dies. You've got the outer die here, which if we look at it closely has on this bit here not got a cutting edge. Okay, if you can see that, there's no cutting piece there and there, therefore making it into a shaped card. You've then got an inner piece there, which is going to be for a mat and layer, and then we've then got this beautiful, very ornate middle bit there. So I'm going to make 2 cards for you today. So they are really quite different from one from another. So I'm just going to show you both of them. Okay, so I'm going to need these 3 dies, and I'm also going to be using, as I said, this Happy Retirement one as well. So the first one, the first die that I'm going to show you is going to be a shaped card. So we've already taken a piece of lavender linen card. I had to think what colour it was. So lavender linen card. It's an A5 piece, which I have already folded in half to give you an idea of size. And I need to just take the piece which has got the non-cutting bit on, yeah, and pop that onto the edge. Let's get a bit of tape as well. Pop that onto the edge of my card. And then I'm just going to tape that down, and I will just check from the other side first that I've got that just sitting over the edge. That should just about do it, I think. So then I'm going to run that through my machine, and you will see that we've already got then the shaped card. So the card itself is approximately 10 by 10. You can see there that it's not cut those little bits, just need to snip them a little bit, I think. So we can see that that's cut out there like that. And I'm just going to snip that little bit, just to snip that little fold there. And then you can see that I've got that hinged card already. Okay, so that's the base done. So these even could be like, I'm just going a bit mad here, but I also thought it would be like a really pretty card, a name plate sort of thing, name card thing for a wedding or a party or anything. I just think they would look really, really pretty. So that's our outside die. So now I'm going to take my solid second die, and I've been playing about with lots of things. And this is a scrap piece of card that I've been playing about with some Cosmic Shimmer iridescent paints. So I thought, actually, you know what? This would actually look very pretty. So I'm going to tape that second die down and cut that from there. I will be using the iridescent paints at another time, but not today. I'd already done that one for you. Yeah, bunting would look lovely, Tracy. Really pretty. And also, not that I've got round to doing it, but it would also make a lovely sort of concertina card, making a lot of them you could do as well. So hopefully you can see that I've picked that piece of card that I was using because it just looks very, very pretty with the lavender at the back. So that's going to be my next layer. And then I'm going to take a piece of card, of white card, which is actually a scrap piece. But then before I cut it out, I'm going to take a piece of double-sided sticky so that I can put some glitter onto this card. So I'm going to attach my, let's get a doodah, and attach my sheet straight on top, taking one layer off, straight on top of my white piece of card. So my sticky layer is sandwiched between that. Now this is double-sided sticky sheet as opposed to the sticky specks. So just make that sure. Sticky specks is what I use to actually put on my sentiments. And this is sticky sheets. So this is double-sided sticky sheets. So I'm going to take my outer die there, and I'm going to cut that through first. I could possibly cut these through together, but I found that it worked a bit better by not doing that. So I'm just going to run that through. Like so. So then we've got our butterfly. Throw that piece away. We've still got the sticky sheet, so we've got the white on the back, sticky sheet still on the front. And then I'm going to take my butterfly, my sort of inner bit of the butterfly, and I'm going to tape that onto my actual machine base there. Okay, now I've got to cut through 2 layers, don't forget, because I'm going through a sticky sheet that's on top of the white card. So I'm just going to put my metal shim on top of that because I'm cutting through so many layers. There we go. And then just check before you take it away that you have indeed cut out all of those things, and you can see that that works quite well. So I'm just going to take out all my bits, make it a little bit easier, or as many as I can. And then when I peel off my top sheet, I will then reveal that sticky layer, which I can then put all my glitter on. So the back of it is not sticky at all. This piece is not sticky at all. So that's okay. That's how we want it. And now I can carefully take hold of the corner of that and then reveal my completely sticky everywhere piece. Okay, so then I'm going to grab hold of my Frosty Sparkle glitter bits, and I keep them in a big pot. I find that that's an easier way to deal with my things like this, so that I can then turn that upside down so that the sticky piece is all in there, and then I can just push it down, shake off the worst of it, and then you can see it's that glittery or what. So obviously you could use any glitter. I have to say I did use some other glitter yesterday when I was having a play with this, and I also have to say I've got it everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And I thought, you know what, I don't want it everywhere, so I thought I'd do it like that. I did not want it everywhere. So let's just put this card together. Most simple card. As we said, could be used for so many different things. A little thank you card, a little just thinking about you card, all sorts of reasons. But it is pretty to have that little shaped. So just make sure that I've got the hinge on that side. Then this one fits in there beautifully. Just press that down. Okay, and then with my lovely middle bit, I'm going to turn that over, and I'm only going to put glue on that middle section, just there, not on the wings. I don't want it flat. So I'm going to pop that directly in the center. Just press that down. So don't forget, I haven't got glue anywhere else. I've only got glue on the body of this. And then whilst I'm just holding that bit, I'm just going to press that up a bit so it gives lots of dimension. And there is your beautiful little shaped card, as you can see. Okay, so that is kind of like how it was meant to be, the shaped card, which I think is really, really pretty. So that's one card. But our other card is really quite different. And it's basically, I've had a look at they do a lot of lovely samples now when these cards come out. And so I've taken an idea from one of the design team. Can't say who that one was. I don't even know if it was one of Sue's. Not sure, to be honest, but it's in the packet, on the packaging. And I think that it was really pretty, so I thought I'd give it a go of my own, just taking all the little bits out because I want to use this in a second. So the one that I want to do is just using part of the die. So I'm not going to be using the shape, which is this bit. I'm not going to be using that at all. And neither am I going to be using the outline of my butterfly. I'm only going to be using this inner piece here. Okay. So I have cut myself a piece of card to do an A5 card, finish off with an A5 card. And I'm just going to lay my butterfly down in different places. And as you can see, I'm going to make it hang over the edge. And I'm just going to cut out the butterfly. So I'm going to cut it out in various different positions. Okay. So there we are. Whoops. And before I take it off, I'm just going to make it easier to take off the vast majority of the pieces. And you can see that I have got it off the edge, so there's the butterfly is flying off on that case. Just take out those last pieces. And then I'm going to go back in again. Same butterfly. Just take out those bits, otherwise they won't cut so well. Clean them off in a second. And this time I'm going to move my butterfly over to there. And again, tape it down so you can see that I've got it a different position. I've got partly onto there, but I've also got this wing hanging off, so that piece will not cut. Okay. Just take out the worst of that. Oops. Two. And then we'll lay the butterfly down again. This time down here a little bit. Okay, so again, randomly down there. And then one more time. And then just pop out that. And then one more time. Whoops. And I'm just going to put a little bit of one down here. So you can put them wherever you like. You can do this card of any size you like. But this, as I said, is sized and cut out already to go onto an A5 card, which is an A4 card, piece of card, your ordinary card size, folded in half. Okay. That's all that. And then finally, I'm just going to do this last little corner down here. And I'm just going to have that so that the vast majority of this one is not being cut. It's just that last little bit. Just going to make sure it's all going to be in my cutting frame when I cut this. I'll just cut that through. Okay, so that's all the cutting, and it looks a bit odd, potentially odd at this stage, with just cutting out where you've got these pieces. We just have to be a little bit careful that when you're poking the holes out, you don't catch them from another side and bend them, because you want to keep them as flat as possible. Okay, I think we've got all the little bits out. So that's our cutting done. I'm going to leave that to one side. Whoops, didn't mean to bash it quite like that. I'm just going to scoop all these bits up because we don't want those. Probably blinding you with the metal now, aren't I? Do you know, I'm still picking up bits of glitter there too, from 2 days ago. Okay, so I have also cut myself a piece of white card, and that again is just a fraction bigger than our butterfly piece. So it's just under, I think it's 14.3 centimetres by 20.5 centimetres. So just inside my A5 card. And I'm going to be using the new Distress Oxide colour, which is Villainous Potion. Best not ask how they get their names. And the other one, which is Salvaged Patina. So I thought that those colours went sort of well with this type of colour. I got into that colour. And I'm just going to show you how the oddest piece of paper can be really just popped, I think. So I'm going to take my brushes and I'm going to put on in random places my big chunks of colour. And don't forget, if you're using the blending brushes, that you really need to make sure that you are using a different brush if you're using your Distress Oxides than if you're using your ordinary Distress inks, because these are pigment ones, much wetter, and they'll clog up all of the bristles on these quite quickly. So they really need to be kept apart if you're going to do them. Now this is really a vibrant, beautiful purpley colour. You can see just by pushing these two together just how different this is. And I'm just going to colour these. So you can see that that looks a bit, oh my God, what is she doing? But because we've got Distress Oxide, I'm now going to pick up again my Salvaged patina and I'm going to blend these in together. So the Distress inks will do the same. They will blend together, but this one I found blends in much, much better. So, and it will stay wetter for longer. So you have got more movement time. But you can see now that those blobs that we had are blending together quite nicely. And these two colours go together so, so well. So I'm making sure that I've got colour all the way around the edges as well, because that will look fab when we are finished. And I'm just laying some more colour down and moving these colours around so that we've got a really vibrant background. So just bringing in these Salvaged patina and Argentina and all that. So lots of colour down there. Okay. Now, pop the lids back on those. Now, bearing in mind, this is going to actually be wet for quite some time because of the fact of the Oxide inks, the pigment inks that are in it. All right. Now, I'm just going to clean my desk off. I don't really want all of that everywhere. So I'm using, as always, my mat here, which is a silicone mat, which I got from Amazon. Oh, sorry, that stuff made me cough. And this way it just cleans off, and I haven't got it everywhere now, so it just sorts out. Oh, and I got the spray. I love that effect. I don't know if you could see that. Can you see that? I got the spray where I shouldn't have got onto here. And if I just now pat that dry, you can see that we've got some, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I was forgetting. So I'm going to spray this with water, okay, from a distance. And spray that with water. And I'm just going to let that dry off. I like that. You don't mind if I play, do you? So in a second, that will sort of dry and you will get a spotty background, which I think looks really quite nice. I did it by mistake by spraying the cleaning spray on it. But whatever. So then going to get, whilst that's drying off, should I shush it a little bit? Dry it off properly. I suppose I better. This should be for ages, won't you? So perhaps now you can also see it a bit better. That wherever the water touched, because it's water activated ink, it's removed it very slightly, which I just think looks pretty. Anyway, but the whole idea is that our beautiful butterflies simply go over the top. And then we've suddenly got these beautiful colours showing through from behind. Hope you can see that, which I just think looks so different and completely different to this one, but they've been made with exactly the same dye. Just very, very different. So let's just pop this card together. So I've got an A5 blank. So I'm going to put that straight down. So it's going to, the way I've cut it is so that this one will give a little very thin border for my butterfly piece. I'm just going to pop that down first. So pop some ordinary glue, craft artist glue onto there. Plenty to get it stuck. It is also, of course, don't forget, a little bit damp. So I'm going to press it down with this because it's still, as I said, just that little bit damp because of the Oxide ink, not of any other reason, not because I've just sprayed it with water. There was hardly any water on there at all, but the Oxide makes it a bit, you know what. So then I'm going to put some glue onto that, and that's going to go straight down there. So you can put spray glue is probably best on this, but I'm not going to do spray glue, not least for the fact I'm indoors and I find that the spray glue starts me really coughing if I use that. So I'm just going to put some glue in as many places as I can to get this to stay stuck. So the collection, well, we've got so many new things, and then all of a sudden we will sort of slow down. So we've got this collection that is out now, which we'll be playing with over the next few weeks. And join John Lockwood on the craft store tomorrow with the last major collection, I think you would say. There are a couple more things to come at the end of next month, and then that's it for this year. Not Christmas, obviously. Beautiful, might have seen some samples on Facebook. Beautiful images, which I can't wait to show you as well, which I will be back on Wednesday to show you those. So that's going to be good. And don't forget, we have got our very own 12 Days of Christmas coming. So just to remind you, that will start on the 1st of November. So on the 1st of November, from the 1st of November, for 12 days, every day at 11 o'clock, there will be a video launched that will give you, let's get it around the right way, loads and loads of different ideas for all sorts of things for the final countdown to Christmas. And when I say the final countdown to Christmas, I'm really saying it because I think if we haven't done the vast majority by, or haven't at least got the ideas by the middle of November, we are beginning to run out of time, basically, if we haven't done it by then. So you will have 12 or more, but 12 days, but 12 or more different ideas of using some things that you already have, some brand new things, some ideas for cards, some ideas for Christmas decorations, all sorts of things. So do look out for that because it's going to be a good 12 days. So I have already cut out my happy retirement, and I cut it out from the same piece of card that I cut out that I was doing the background of this one. So it's a little bit shiny. Not sure if you can see that. It's a little bit shiny, and I'm just going to pop that down there. So happy retirement's going to go down there. I'm going to take some sticky specs to do that, I think. But I think you'd agree that although we've got the same die here, make sure I've got a sticky bit, it looks totally different from one card to another. And I think when you're talking about spending all your hard-earned money, you want to make sure that you've got a versatile card that you can use in more ways than one, don't we? So sorry, sticking. Well, I suppose it should do really, shouldn't it? Let's move that around. Okay, so there you go. That is card 2. Let me just take this and put this back together, because otherwise I'll be moaning again that the glue won't come out. So there's our 2 cards. Our 2 cards from our lovely shaped butterfly die, which is this one, the shaped card butterfly. Made it into an actual card with the hinge already done for you. And I've just used lavender card with my own mix for my background, and then white card, which I've used with double-sided adhesive sheet and then just sprinkled glitter onto the top of that one. And then completely different, just used the inside card, which was, the inside die, which was just this one, to cut this out of my black piece of card. And then I've used Salvaged patina and the new Villainous potion to make up this background, which is of the sort of blues and mauves combination, and then by mistake sprinkled water on it, so then continued. And my happy retirement down the bottom there as well. Okay, so if you're interested in any of the items, whether they be this one today or any of the other ones in that series, they are actually over on the Facebook Live section of the MaximumCrafts.com. Now, let me tell you a few other things. So I've told you all about the 1st of November starting our 12 days of Christmas, but we've got another week before then. So we've got Wednesday at 11 o'clock, and I hope to be showing you the new John Next Door stuff. And then we have got next Sunday as well. So there's lots of new things to be showing you there. Now, also wanted to say to the people that we've had some fantastic workshops, online workshops, and in particular, a really, really lovely one yesterday, where lots of people commented on the cards that have been shown because they really were fantastic. Everybody did so well. My next online workshop is on November the 20th, and I will be putting up a link to that. But I will also be putting up a link that if anyone wants to do the cards that I did with my group, hold on, just bring this one in, yesterday, which was one like this. I will be putting up a link that if I have enough people that would like to do a repeat of it, then I am happy to do so. So I will put that up on the Facebook page. So much information for you today. Sorry. Butterflies galore. Always a little butterfly. But I'd like to tell you that that actually did not hide a mistake. But it's always handy to do so. Butterflies, shaped cards here. Don't forget you can get your lovely ink if you need any. Just so much. So look forward to seeing you again very soon. Look out on the Facebook page for all the links to everything that you might need. Have a great day. Look out tomorrow for John at 6 o'clock on the craft store for some beautiful designs, which I've had the pleasure to help him with. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Special big love to Catherine, who's recovering, and also to Tracy, who I don't think has made it here today. But just sending all the love to those particular people, because I know that they need all our good wishes. And the same to everybody that I don't know about. Okay, take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye.